This is a thing of beauty. We are heading out on our very first trip with the van. Very first road trip. Got the bikes all in. It is a little after 11 in the morning on Saturday, and we are heading out for a week-long road trip. This is the first voyage of the van. I'm so happy. Here is Lookout Pass, and I'm gonna go up, and hopefully they're open. I couldn't find on the website what time they opened up. It's either 8 or 8:30. Get our tickets to ride the Route of the Hiawatha. If you're in the area and you want to do this and don't have your bicycles, they have rentals. The cost of the ticket includes the shuttle. I got a sticker. And they give you this really nice informational sheet on where to go because their website was a little confusing. Dave's just restowing the bikes. We spent the night here at Lookout Pass. We're about 4,700 feet on the Idaho-Montana border. We are here to ride the Hiawatha Trail, and Lookout Pass is where you can get the tickets. Sorry for the bugs on the windscreen, but we are taking a little dirt road 2 miles from the exit to get to the Hiawatha trailhead. And so far it looks pretty decent. A little potholy, but flat. And I don't need my clearance, which is great because I don't have it. We've reached the parking lot. We're just gearing up. Dave's making a couple sandwiches. We're gonna head through the parking lot. You can see it's pretty big, and then we'll head out. All right, so we are here. We're gonna ride through this big tunnel. I think it's 1.9 miles. We're gonna come around here, and we're gonna get on this, going through some more small tunnels, a bunch of trestles, all the way around to this trailhead where we will get the shuttle. The shuttle takes you up the road, but it drops you right here. So we're gonna go back through that big tunnel right here to where we parked. And there are bathrooms at regular intervals at all these trailheads. And it looks like it's gonna be a load of fun. Bit of a madhouse because there's a running event. I'm not sure. They've got staggered start times, so just shuttles of runners up and down, and probably see some on the trail. Thanks.
Finishers, make sure you stay to your right. We got some bikers coming out.
Thank you. We are past the crowds and heading for the first of 10 tunnels, and this was the longest. Well, there's water flowing on the sides. We're going into a long, creepy tunnel. This looks pretty cool with all the runners and their lights. The water is pouring down the walls. Click down at my watch to see how far I come, and it hasn't registered any distance because it doesn't know where we are. The tunnel blocks GPS. Ole, 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 ole. We've been in this tunnel a while now. No end in sight. Maybe there's a little light at the end. I don't know if you can see, but we've changed from smooth arched concrete walls to big pillars with natural rock in between going through the earth. This has been a really, really great tunnel. It's nice and cool in here, but not freezing. Without as many runners in front, you can definitely see that end of the tunnel in the distance. The tunnel had a few little potholes, not too bad. Pretty much the whole thing is either muddy or wet. And there we go. We've come through the longest tunnel. Pretty epic. Wow. Oh, there's a waterfall right here. My GoPro's blocking the waterfall. There's the waterfall. Me and Dave in the tunnel. Woo! The mud. Look at the mud. And look at my feet. So for the next 3 miles, we're sharing the road with vehicles before we get on a non-motorized trail. I don't expect there'll be much traffic on this particular road. That just opened up. Nice view. This tunnel is shorter, 790 feet. It's tunnel 21. And it is shared with road traffic, so hopefully there won't be any. Here we go. There's the end of this tunnel. This one was much, much drier. Beautiful. That was fun. And look at the scenic viewpoint. So we're in the Bitterroot Mountains. This is National Forest Service land. And there's some informational signs about the history of the logging in the area. A gorgeous day, really warm. I think this is one of the trestles we're going to get to cross on the trail later. We're getting off the road now. Non-motorized traffic this way.
I got 100 yards. Oh, poor lady.
Tunnel number 22, this one's 1,516 feet long. And this one's straight, so you can see the end. But there is the tunnel you can't go through. Tunnel number 23. Yep, not a safe tunnel, so they've closed it off. So we bypassed that one. Very beautiful. Very peaceful. Just came around a corner to this view. I can see more trestles.
It don't matter.
Gorgeous. This is just so pretty. I see another tunnel coming up too. We're about to go into this tunnel. Okay, let's make sure we can see both of us. This tunnel is very short. I can see the end already. And I dropped my phone, which is why there's maybe a little bit of distortion here. Looks like it's pretty bad actually. I'll have to get that fixed. Here is our first trestle. This is Small Creek Trestle number 216. The length is 515 feet and the height is 120 feet. I love these informational signs. Dave's enjoying the view, which is really beautiful. This would be the first of 7 trestles. The geology of this place is just beautiful. There's a lot of these huge slabs of flat rock just at an angle by the trail. There's an informational sign about the 1910 fires, one of the largest forest fires in the history of the United States. Wow, 10,000 firefighters tried to stop the blaze, and it burned 3 million acres and killed 86 people, burning over Idaho and Montana. That's horrible. Trains took part in the rescue efforts during the different fires of 1910, and there's a couple different stories here. On one, apparently a railroad worker known as a Gandhi dancer panicked and jumped off of the rescue train and was the only fatality at that time. The other passengers buried him by the tracks. And that may have been the only fatality from that fire. So that was a different 1910 fire. And here is presumably where they buried him. It's really warm, but we've got some cloud cover. It helps dissipate a little bit. Kelly Creek, length 850 feet, height 230. I think that's the highest one we've been on yet. We can see another trestle across the way. We're going to turn and go back this way through the valley. long ways down through those cracks on this old trestle. A little freaky. Yeah. Boy, that's a long ways down. There's another trestle we're gonna cross. We're about halfway, I would say. It's hard to tell with the train tunnels not counting. The deer crossing the trail right here. Hey there, pretty one. Which way you going? Okay. Wow. Right up that cliff, huh? So my watch is 6.01, which means nothing. How much did your
7.5.
7.5. So Dave's bike has the true mileage since it catches the tunnels too. And we've got this weird little shack here on the edge of a cliff over the water.
A lean-to, so probably equipment storage of some kind.
Huh, I don't know what it was. So right after that little shack, we have lilacs growing on the hillside. Definitely not native. The deer came back and he's scared, but he just keeps coming towards us, which is kind of weird. You're all right, bud. We're not going to do anything. Maybe he just wanted to go down the trail. Yeah, he's got a limp. Maybe he should quit running up these hills. Poor little guy. Well, that's the way we're going. Hopefully he will not mind when we go past him. Bunch of old trestles, or beams for trestles. There's our little deer friend. He came down here to get some grass. And this place was a railroad camp called Adair. It even had a saloon, the Loop Saloon. Huh, neat. And that deer went up the trail. There he goes. Bye, deer. Oh, it's a tiny trestle. Yay. A tiny trestle and a tunnel. This is tunnel number 25, length 966 feet. We have a curve, so we can't see the end yet. We're gonna go under some drips and get a little shower here. Woo, icy. And there is the tunnel mouth. We're gonna spit us right back out into the beautiful woods. Adair Loop parking. There's all sorts of hiking and stuff up here. 6.67 according to my watch. So it's probably more like 8.7. Coming up on another trestle. Woo-woo! This trestle is the Turkey Creek Trestle. Length 494 feet. Height 146 feet. I like the trestles with the curve. They just, you can see the bottoms of them, and it's just like more interesting than the flat straight ones. This short little trestle is Russell Creek Trestle. Only 281 feet long and 96 feet tall. It's a baby trestle. I see bicyclists up there on that trail. That's where we came from. That's so cool. Just really beautiful here. Fun to see where we came from. Lots of informational signs about the railway along here and the history of forest fires and mining and logging. You definitely need to take your time on this trail. It's not just you know, zip through it. You really enjoy it. We're about to a trestle, 8.31, but we see this bench, which looks great for lunch. There's Dave. This is just great. I'm loving this.
Yeah, he's pretty. I thought maybe here, but it's a little warm in the sun.
Oh,
maybe
there's the trestle we just came across.
we'll find some shade.
Well, the sun came out, so we decided if we're sitting in the sun, we'll just sit on the trestle. And this is Bear Creek Trestle. Length 570, height 155. There's the trail over there. Oh, there's a really worn trail down there. I wonder if it's for people or if it's just game. That's really worn in there. I don't see any mooses or deers. We're coming up on another trestle. This looks like a nice tall one. It is the Clear Creek Trestle, 760 feet long and 220 feet tall. I'll have to stop in the middle here and get a good view. Wow. This beautiful, idyllic green valley. The snow-capped mountains beyond. Well, we haven't done a tunnel in a little while. This is tunnel 27 with a length of 470 feet. But it must have a corner because I don't see the end. Tunnel, and we're already coming up on another. (28) 178 feet. Not a very deep tunnel. Looks like a nice viewpoint on the other side. It's a windy tunnel. What does your bike say?
12.4.
12.4. So we have a little less than 3 miles remaining in this lovely trip. A little bitty chipmunk. Aw, you're so cute. Aw. Oh, and it looks like we're going to get one last tunnel. I think we only have about a half mile to go. I've got 13.16 on my watch, which is incorrect. Yay! This one is 217 feet long. And this one's pretty bright. Feels so good in these tunnels. Nice and dry. I think we are approaching, I believe this is the Pearson trailhead. This is where we will find out about the shuttle that's going to take us and our bikes back to that first long tunnel. Oh, really nice. They thank us for enjoying the trail. Hot dogs. So Dave has 15.2 to here at the Pearson trailhead. And there is snacks. I just saw a chipmunk go in there. Maybe help himself to some snacks.
Good day.
Dave and I are on the shuttle and our bikes are getting loaded. The shuttle, we are back at the waterfall and the beginning of that tunnel, that really long tunnel. We're going through 1.9 miles and then we will be back to the car. So I will not be filming anymore, just covering the same ground, and we will meet you back at the car. Woo! Feels really cold now. Look at these stalactites on the roof. I didn't notice this coming in. That's wild. Okay. This talks about that fire. Trillium right there. And a cute little chipmunk right there. All right, we just did the Trail of the Hiawatha. It was about 15 miles of fun. Well, 15 downhill at a real easy grade. So you don't feel like you're burning up your brakes either. A lot of trestles and tunnels. I'll put how many in the video somewhere. And then they drop you back off. You get on the shuttle with your bike. Warning, the e-bike as an additional fee. And they don't tell you that at Lookout Pass. At least us and another person in the bus didn't get told that. So then they shuttle you back up, and not all the way. They drop you in on the other end of the biggest 1.9 mile tunnel. So basically you just ride through that and you're back to where you parked.
Through the mud. 1.9 miles of mud in that tunnel.
That tunnel is very muddy.
It's railroad grade. Beautiful, beautiful ride. Beautiful scenery. We saw deer,
Gorgeous.
Squirrels, ravens, all kinds of good stuff. It was a good
beautiful.
ride.
Very
Enjoyed
relaxing and peaceful.
Yep.